Good morning. Welcome by Sweeter Than Honey. I'm going to read from the book of Matthew, chapter 14, from verse 25 until verse 33. Now in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a ghost," and they cried out for fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer. It is I. Do not be afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid and beginning to sink. He cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" And when they got into the boat, the wind ceased. Then those who were in the boat came and worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Verse 29 and 30. So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid and beginning to sink. He cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" When Peter's focus was on Jesus, he was able to walk on the water. But the moment when his focus shifted to the wind, when he realized that the wind was boisterous, wild, stormy, he was getting afraid and he started to sink. And sometimes in life, it is the same with us. When we keep our eyes on Jesus, on His Word and His promises, and believe them, then we are rooted in faith. But the moment when we start look at our troubles and the things that we are facing, sometimes they become overwhelmed and we are not able to handle it. If it feels for us, it is too much for us. We are not strong enough to handle it. And through this Bible text in Matthew 14, we can learn this morning that if we keep our eyes on Jesus, then we would be able to walk on water. In other words, the impossible will become possible for us when we have faith and when we keep our eyes on Jesus. And Father, I pray this morning that you would please help us to have faith. Help us to fix our eyes upon you, Lord, and not upon the world and everything that is want to entangle us in, that is cause fear within our hearts, Lord. Help us to look upon you, Lord, to fix our eyes upon you, Jesus. Give us faith, Lord, and help us not to doubt. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.